I can't believe I'm already filming this video and I've been married a month and 8 days. Hello, my name is Tori Lar and I am 6 weeks pregnant. Tomorrow is my first doctor's appointment. But anyway, if you haven't seen my pregnancy reaction video and my first week of being pregnant video, go watch that. You are watching my first appointment video and I'm very excited and nervous. Okay, I just wanted to switch up where I was sitting because lately in my videos I've been sitting here and I tried to change it up a little bit, but I just hate the lighting over there and I like the lighting over here a lot more. It's just like warmer and like cozier. So anyway, I wanted to keep this short and sweet, but it's me, I can't help but ramble. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. So I'm 6 weeks today. My appointment originally was for when I would be 8 weeks in 1 day, and now it's for when I'll be 6 weeks in 1 day. So I've been taking a pregnancy test every 2 days, and they've gotten progressively darker until, 2 days ago, it was the same darkness as the test before, and today's test was lighter than it was 2 days ago. Not significantly lighter, but it's lighter. And I know there's a whole lot of factors on why a line could have gotten lighter instead of darker. I know it's not a foolproof study, especially considering these were cheap Amazon tests that took forever to even give me a positive when I first found out I was pregnant. But yeah, it still freaks me out. So we're gonna go to the doctor tomorrow. I'm hoping everything comes back okay. But I hate to start out this video negative because everything could be fine. This could be a beautiful video. This could be like a beautiful start to like my pregnant life. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be a continuation on the beautiful things that life has given us lately. And I will see you tomorrow for the appointment. What an emotional day. Let me tell ya. Yesterday, my test was later. My pregnancy test was later than the day before. Now, if you're a doctor or an expert, you probably are like, why have you been taking multiple pregnancy tests? Or if you're just like a normal person without anxiety, specifically health anxiety, you'd be like, Tori, why are you taking multiple tests? You confirmed the pregnancy with one pregnancy test. Why do you keep taking any? You have no reason to. You have no reason to worry. I create reasons to worry for myself. Thank you very much. It's my whole thing. My whole personality trait is worrying about things that I don't need to worry about. Yesterday's test was lighter, and then today's test was even lighter. Everything you read online when you read that, and everything I've seen on TikTok, because I've been on the Trying to Conceive TikTok for the last 2 years. I don't know how I got there, and then now I'm stuck there. All of my videos are about babies and trying to conceive and trigger warning, pregnancy loss. And so I have got a lot of TikToks from women going through that, going through infertility, going through pregnancy loss. All of these women online, they test like every single day to make sure their line is getting darker, and then once it's dark enough, they stop testing. I was like, I'll stop testing once this line gets as dark as the control line. The last 2 days, it's been lighter. Today, it was even lighter to the point where I was like, that's kind of like a faint line. Zach and I spent the morning crying in bed because we were like, well, we're gonna lose this baby, like we're on borrowed time, like the baby might already be gone, like my body might be preparing me to lose this baby, because in our minds it's like, and in the internet's mind, because we were Googling, which you shouldn't do, everything said, oh, if you have a lighter pregnancy test, if your hydration level is the same every day, take the test the same time every day, the line shouldn't be getting darker, and it could mean that you're gonna lose the baby. Basically, I didn't film any of my first appointment because we cried that whole morning. We cried the whole way there. And then we cried in the doctor's office before we saw the doctor. I had a whole panic attack actually while we were waiting for the doctor to come and examine me while we were in the exam room. Like literally a minute before, I had to like put my head in between my knees basically to catch my breath. Very much not good for the baby, which granted, I had just gotten my blood pressure done. They were like, your blood pressure's normal, great, it's great. And I was like, are you sure? Because I've been having a panic attack all morning. I'm laughing about it now because everything seems to be okay. So I always pictured my first appointment it would be exciting and happy, and we would see the ultrasound with the heartbeat and all this stuff. I walk in today and they're just like, okay, we're gonna do a normal exam, we're gonna do a normal pap smear, normal exam, and then you'll go down and do blood work, and then we'll put your results in the patient portal. So anyway, my doctor comes in, the OB, and she just does a normal exam with me, and then I tell her about my concerns, and I'm like, the last 2 days the tests have been like getting lighter and lighter, and she looks at me and she goes, why are you still taking tests? And I was like, well, because like I wanted to make sure they kept getting darker, and she was like, you don't need to take any more tests, stop taking tests. And I was like, okay, it's just like I've heard it's a bad sign that like the lines keep getting fainter. And she was like, there are women that are like 9 months pregnant that will have a later pregnancy test than you will get now. And she was like, those tests aren't like, they don't actually mean anything. They can sometimes, but that's not like an accurate representation of if your pregnancy is okay. And I've had no scary symptoms besides these faint lines. If I stopped taking pregnancy tests like 4 days ago, I would have walked into today's appointment with a smile on my face, with no cares in the world. All this to say, I go down, I get my blood work, and then we spent the whole day basically waiting for my results to come back. And so like every time my email goes off, I'm checking it. They sent me 3 different emails after my appointment today with like, sign up for paperless documents, and like, thank you for signing up for paperless documents. And then like one like random email about like a newsletter, and I was like, stop emailing me about things that aren't my test results. At around 6 p.m. today, Zach's taking a nap on the couch. I'm just kind of hanging out, like waiting for my phone to ring, waiting to get these results. I get the email, your results are in. I immediately opened it up, and it was like my normal blood test results, like with like my hemoglobin and like my white blood cells, and everything was in the normal range for that. And I was like, where's the HCG beta results? Like, where is that? That tells you about your pregnancy. Refresh the page, and they become available immediately, and it says like, the doctor hasn't reviewed this yet, so like wait until the doctor has reviewed it before you call with questions. And I'm like looking at these results, and I'm like, what does this number mean? Like, is this a good number for where I'm at? Is this not? And then I refresh again, and the doctor I looked at it before the doctor did. The doctor looked at it, and she just wrote, these HCG levels are great. I'll see you after we get your ultrasound results next week. No, basically like, no need to worry. And then in it, she sends like the number that my HCG levels are, and then like week 1 what it should be, week 2 what it should be, week 3, week 4, week 5. And right now, according to the first day of my last period, I'm 6 weeks and 1 day. This is not what every doctor's office is going to have. This is not what every single online resource you're going to find is going to have, because I've already Googled my number, and it was like, there were so many different varying levels. But a normal range for week 6 is anywhere between, this is according to my doctor, 180 units, I don't know what the units are, 180 to 31,000. Those are approximate numbers, but 180 to 31,000 for week 6. So probably when you're like 6 weeks and 5 days, you'll be closer to 31,000. I'm 6 weeks and 1 day, so you'll be like, okay, I'm probably on the lesser end of that spectrum. I am at like 22,000 units. I don't know what the units are, but so I'm 1 day after week 6, and I'm already at 22,000, which someone might comment and be like, that's so low, or like, that's too high. Like, it literally depends on your doctor. It depends on your results. My doctor was happy with it. My doctor had no reason to be concerned. And so Zach and I basically spent the morning crying and having panic attacks over a baby we thought we lost that is chilling, doing just fine, hanging out. Is probably like, Mom, why are you stressed out right now? You're stressing me out. So, which is going to be the motto of my child's life. That's why I didn't record my first exam, because first of all, it was basically just a gynecological exam plus blood work after, but also because we didn't have any imaging. We didn't have a normal exam. It was not a happy exam. So I wanted to explain why I didn't get anything and why this is what I have to show for it. So I have been bedridden slash throwing up and gagging all day since last Friday. It started, today's Tuesday, September 26th. I threw up Saturday, Sunday, yesterday, and today, but I forced myself to eat as much as I could today. And once we got into the afternoon, I felt so much better because I had forced myself to have actual food. And it was almost like my food aversions weren't as strong the more that I made myself eat. That's my strategy going in for tomorrow. I'm like, at this rate, I think I still might be puking every day. And I might just need to like push through it and keep eating, because it is true, you feel better when you eat, and that's all you hear. But like, food aversions are so strong, you don't want to eat anything. And because I'm eating things that like have little nutritional value or substance to them, I get so hungry like so fast. So it's like I have to like eat like every couple of hours. Honestly, maybe every hour I have to eat a little something just to ward off the nausea. But yeah, I was miserable and so sick until literally this afternoon. And this is the first time I felt like semi-normal in like almost a week, honestly. Like, that being said, I have felt like not dizzy, but like, you know when you're sick and you just feel off, like you feel a little woozy, but you're like drowsy feeling. That's how I've been feeling. Tomorrow is our first ultrasound, and it's not with the doctor, it's just with a tech. And we don't even have an appointment tomorrow. So I think the doctor's going to look at the ultrasound, and then she's going to call us with our results and how she wants to move forward. So tomorrow is just to make sure the baby's in the right place, to see how the baby's measuring, to see the heartbeat. But anyway, this clip that was supposed to be like 2 minutes long is now 10 minutes. So I'm going to go. It's starting to not feel great again. So anyway, I hope I have good news after tomorrow. I had my ultrasound, and this is fine, this is normal. They weren't able to find it with just the one in my stomach because I'm so early, but they were able to find it using the ultrasound that goes inside of you and is on your cervix. And yeah, so she was able to find the baby right away. The baby is in the right place. I'm 7 weeks, but the baby is measuring 6 weeks and 4 days. So the baby's only measuring like 3 days behind, which is fine. So yeah, anyway, the baby's heartbeat was 120, which she said for 6 weeks and 4 days is beautiful. So I was happy to hear that. Because of this morning sickness and the fact that I have literally only been able to eat sweet things most of the time, I think it's a girl. I can't believe that this is the baby that's inside of me right now. It looks like a little blob. But it's a bigger blob than I expected, you know? I have my puke bowl in the background. There's nothing in it, but I started talking about this yesterday, or wait, 2 days ago, and then my camera died. But I wanted to finish my point. So I'm officially 8 weeks and 1 day, and honestly, the last 4 days, my nausea, I'm sorry if I talk about it, I start to get a little nauseous, has been a lot better. I've been able to keep food down. Granted, like, I've still like woken up and been sick. I've still had moments throughout the day where I feel like I'm gonna get sick. It has been so much more manageable. And like, of course, in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if that means something's wrong? Like my symptoms are lessening. But realistically, these nausea symptoms are eventually going to lessen, and it's not gonna mean necessarily anything. And I have no reason to be worried. So I'm just taking less nausea as a win. So I just wanted to talk about a little bit of the mom guilt and like I'm already feeling just brought on by myself. Like, I see so many things on social media that like make sure you're drinking like tons of water every day, make sure you're doing like exercise, like moderate exercise, make sure you're eating nutritiously. As I was saying, there's so many things that I feel like I'm already failing at, and I'm worried like that like every little decision you make while you're pregnant, while you're a parent, could affect the child long term. And I'm worried that my ability to just only survive right now and being in survival mode is like not hurting the baby, but it's not beneficial to the baby. I don't know. If I move around too much, I get sick. So I really don't feel like I can be doing exercise right now. I can't keep hardly anything down, and the things that I can keep down or even bring myself to eat are not like leafy greens and like protein filled meals. It's usually just like pasta, or like for a while it was mac and cheese, but then I got sick on mac and cheese. Now I can't even think about it. Or it's like takeout, or it's literally some days strictly crackers all day. And I feel guilty about that because I had such a goal to be like as healthy as I could be during my pregnancy, and I just feel so like I feel bad for being in survival mode of like, I'm just gonna eat what I can when I can, and I'm just gonna get through the day, when I feel like I should be doing so much more. I've been feeling better lately. I really hope that I continue to trend feeling better, but so that I can, start doing more healthy things and like potentially start like exercising more and like eating more foods outside of my comfort zone right now. I just don't know how possible that's going to be for me in the near future. It's not possible for me right now anyway, and I want to continue to do YouTube. I want to continue because that's my outlet. I like it. It's creative. It's fun. I'll never share information about my child's health or personal things, or even like I don't think I'll be sharing even their name or their face on social media. On public forms of social media, I think that is just something that has to be kept private. But anyway, this is my health right now, and this is my business, and I'm an adult, so I'm sharing it. But I just feel like I've just been having some mom guilt, and like I keep telling myself everything's gonna be okay, and that like what matters is I like get on, the horse as soon as I'm feeling better. And, because I want to work out in this pregnancy to make labor and, postpartum easier on myself. I want to be able to eat like all these nutritious foods so that the baby can grow to be healthy, and so I have less complications, and like I want to do all these things. It's just right now it's just so not possible for me because I can hardly leave my bed. I can hardly do anything besides sit right now, and it's hard. It's rough out there. These first 8 weeks of pregnancy have not been easy, and I know people have it worse than me. So for the people that have it worse than me for longer or for their entire pregnancy, like, God bless you. Yeah, it is not easy. But yeah, I just wanted to say to myself, but also to anyone watching this that might be pregnant and going through the same thing, like, it is okay to feel like you're in survival mode. Do what you can to get your liquids down. Don't push yourself because it could end up working against you. You're doing great. Saying this to myself and to someone out there, you're doing great. I know it's hard, but it will get better eventually, and if it doesn't, go to the doctor. But I'm truly believing that the second trimester is going to be like a new life, a new birth for me. My second trimester is going to be starting in mid-November, so just in time for like Thanksgiving and Christmas. And thank God, because now I can enjoy Christmas time in my new house, which, by the way, I don't know if I've said it in this video yet, but we bought a house. We're moving, and that's also been a stressor. So I'm trying to stay as relaxed as I can. I don't know if any of these clips make sense. So I have that doctor's appointment on the 26th of October, and as long as everything comes back like healthy, normal, good to go, we're gonna start telling people, because I will be almost out of my first trimester. So technically you start your second trimester at 14 weeks. As long as that appointment with the doctor goes well at like 11 and a half weeks, we decided that we would start to tell like still like close family and like close friends, but we would start to tell people, and then around the 14 week, 15 week mark, we will announce to the world. Yeah, that's the plan right now. I mean, I will keep you guys updated as time goes on. Hello. I just wanted to wrap up this video. I'm officially in the new house, so that's super exciting, but I just wanted to wrap this up. Today is the first day of my second trimester, so I will be filming a second trimester vlog and a recap and everything, but I wanted to wrap up this video. So I continued to have morning sickness. I think the last time I actually got sick, if you know what I mean, was like a week ago. Yeah, it was like a week ago, and I haven't gotten sick in a week, which is progress, amazing progress, and I've been able to eat more. But yesterday and today, my nausea has been really bad. So I haven't gotten sick yesterday or today, but I'm really worried that I'm going to. But anyway, that's a story for the second trimester video. I continued to have sickness all throughout my first trimester, and it did get a little bit better over time, but it was still like pretty much every day. And then at weeks 12 and 13, it was like every other day. And then just this past week is when it had slowed down. As far as the mom guilt goes, I have felt a lot better about that just from watching other people and hearing their stories and how they basically laid on the couch their entire first trimester because they couldn't do anything. And it really, like, just hearing other women's stories about how, you know, they were just surviving in their first trimester made me feel better. My doctor even was like, you're doing great, like, everything's cool. I am gonna do like a quick like first trimester recap, but I always want to say this in every video. Baby is doing great, baby is healthy, everything is great. We actually know their gender. We found out on Sunday, today's Wednesday. So I will be sharing a gender reveal video. Again, I tried my best to vlog on Sunday, but I was hosting it myself, so many things were going on, so I got as many clips as I could, but it's gonna be a really short video, so I will post that probably right after this video. But yeah, I'm very excited to have these videos all come out. I'm currently working on editing them and uploading them to YouTube to get ready to make them public when I share the news. But today is November 15th, and today's the first day of my second trimester, so I'm very excited to continue to feel better, and we got some work to do on the house, which will be another series on its own, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, first trimester sucked because I didn't feel good, but we came out of it with a healthy baby, and we're continuing to have a healthy baby, and that is all that matters. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying these videos. The first trimester was really rough, so I really didn't have any like vlogs of like me going to my doctor's appointments or like me throughout the day. Like all the clips I have are of me sitting at home because that's all I did. Like when I say I didn't leave the house sometimes for like 3 or 4 days straight, I didn't, because if I did, I would have gotten sick outside, which has happened to me only once. And it was not fun. Sometimes when I talk too much, I get nauseous, so I'm gonna go and stay tuned for the next video.